Hi, this is Hiram, and welcome to Little Tech Lab. Today we're going to go ahead and dive into something people are talking about a lot. It's AI. Now, as an IT professional, I have never heard of this before. I mean, who uses AI? But what I'm going to do is take a few hours. I'm going to go ahead and research all about AI, how it can help us, I guess, and maybe do stuff for us. I mean, how much can it really do? Anyway, I'll be back in a little bit and we'll see what AI can actually do.
Much later.
Guys, we're all doomed. Hey guys, we're not all doomed. Honestly, AI is really an important tool for IT professionals. Honestly, the best tool we will ever have in the future right now is going to be AI. So what we're going to talk about today is vibe coding. That's right, we're going to go into a little bit of a beginner's course on vibe coding. Now, I do program at my work. It's not my primary objective when I work, but as an IT professional, if you don't know some coding, I don't know what you're going to do. And I'm in these videos, we're going to go ahead and go into a lot of the vibe coding in different types of platforms. Today, we're going to go ahead and use the Firebase Studio platform to vibe code, and I think we'll start with a very simple calculator editor. Go ahead and put down on the screen the things that we're going to talk about today. One, we're going to make a calculator. Two, we're going to take that history and put it into a Firebase database. Three, we're going to go and attach it to a different service and have that service come back with some information. And let's get into it.
So let's go into Firebase. To get there, you're going to go to firebase.google.com. It'll take you to this screen. And you can read about it all you want, but for us, we're just going to go ahead and get started with Firebase Studio, or try Firebase Studio. All right, we're going to wait until it starts, and since I'm doing this from scratch for the first time, I'm going to confirm and just accept everything. All right. So what do you want to build? Well, like I said at the beginning of the video, we're going to build a calculator. So let's start with, again with the spelling. Let's build a simple calculator and prototype with AI. Now, before we start coding, we can actually do a few things like prototype with AI. I do want to go over some of the stuff on the bottom. You could start a new workspace so you can have a nice little project going there. We're not going to do that because we just want to get right into it. You can import a repo. So you can go to, GitHub or somewhere and find the calculator and then just kind of update it and change it a bit. But you also have the choice of the programming language you want to use. You can start coding in Go, Python, Java, .NET, Android Studio, Flutter, Angular, Next.js, Node Express, Gemini API. Well, there's a bunch of stuff in here. Not everything's actually. Oh man, this thing fell. Okay, I mean, we can go over some of this some other time in a more detailed video. For right now, let's just do, vibe coding. Let's just get into it. Let's build a simple calculator. Let's prototype it. Now, the great thing about Firebase Studio is that it actually tells you what it's going to do first. It actually puts up a plan, what they call an app blueprint. And you can actually customize it if you think that it's not exactly what you want. So in this case, it's going to call it calcify, which is fine. We can also customize that and call it simple calculator. Ooh, let's change it the right way. Yeah, I am definitely not as creative as the AI. And then it gives you the rest. So numeric input, it's going to do basic operations like arithmetic, functions like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. You'll get results. There'll be a memory apparently, history, keyboard support. And for right now, let's just start with that, okay? It does also give you the style guidelines. You can pick other colors if you want, but I'm just gonna let it do its thing. The layout will be use a clear tabular layout for the numeric keypad for easy use. Oh, I can't read. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh well. Let's keep going even though I can't read. Body and headline font. Simple outline and a subtle animation for button presses and results. And that all sounds good. And it's going to use the UI stack of TypeScript, Next.js, and Tailwind CSS, which, it's actually the best way to do this, I think. Simple. So now let's do it. Prototype the app. Now, at this point, we're going to wait a little bit. This is usually where I ask the AI. This is usually where I ask our editor to skip ahead and put it like a few moments later or something. Better.
Moments later. Moments later.
Fine foot fungus cream.
Moments later.
Board, why is this taking so long? Stop taking so long.
Moments later.
All right, guys, and it finished and gave us a nice little, it's a nice calculator. Colors, well, they could be better, but it is the style that it did say it was going to put red, yellow, and blue. Just didn't know about the white background with the white numbers. Well, not white numbers, but white buttons. Or grayish white buttons, I guess. Whatever, I don't like it. We'll change it. But first, let's make it a little bit more in this calculator. So we're going to ask we're going to ask it, the AI, Gemini, to add scientific calculator function. So add a button to convert to scientific calculator. All right, let's see what it does. Honestly, I didn't even test this thing. Probably should have. Probably can still do it. Let's do it real quick before it does it. Yeah, 1 + 1 = 2. Yeah. My basic math tells me that this calculator is going to work. All right, well, it's doing all its changes now. You can see on the side it's editing and editing and editing. I got to tell you, it is adding quite a bit. Now, in this video, I'm really not going to get into the code. I don't want to. No, I just don't think this is the video for that. To be honest with you, vibe coding is more about just trying to get things done. Now, do I think that AI can just simply do everything for you? No. I've used AI many times to make things, and I can always tell you there are things that are missing or that make sense in a way, but shouldn't really be done that way. Okay, guys, it made the changes. It doesn't look like much, but I'm pretty sure that it did it right here. So first, this is the history, but here it gave us a nice big error. These are always great because that means that I'm useful for something. Now, it's not going to be much because, as you can see, Gemini already detected that there's an error. I've detected an error. Want me to help fix it. But you still need to be around to say fix error. So we're going to do that now. Apparently, I have to do it twice. So let's see if we can fix the error. Identifying the typo. Here is the fix. Boop, 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 boop. Yes, that's what I think code sounds like. Boop, 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 boop. Don't worry, I'm not going to be doing that the whole time. And man, it's really looking through all of the stuff it did wrong. All right, let's see what happens. Okay, first let's do a normal 1 plus 1 to make sure it works. And yes, it works. All right, and there's a history, and it gave me the 1 plus 1 equals 2. Now for the error part. Scientific calculator. Oh, and it worked. Look at that. Yes, get excited. Yeah, this is as excited as I get. Sorry. Anyway, you get all the nice cosine, tangent, and all the nice little scientific calculator things that you would use on a normal scientific calculator. But you know what? Is that all we can add to this? No. So you know what? We are going to put all of it in here. So let's add it. Add some metrics. Make a button to convert common common metrics like length, volume, and so on. All right. Pretty impressive. I mean, we got an error, but it fixed its own error, so, you know, pretty good though. I like it. I haven't used this very much, and just I haven't needed it, but it is entirely impressive how this was made. And we will get into a few other neat things after we finish making this nicer. And I think the next change after this, if things work and there's no errors, it's to change the themes a bit. I mean, it's kind of simple, even though it is a simple calculator. I want to be able to change the colors. So I think the very next step after this is we're going to change some colors. All right, here we go. Let's see what kind of, well, first let's just test the whole thing out, right? 1 plus 1 equals 2. And the history, still there. And scientific calculator, nice. And nice. It gives me category of length. You can convert length from meters, kilometers, centimeters, millimeters, into whatever you want, which is great. Mass, nice. Grams, kilograms, so on, into other things. Perfect. Volume, very nice. All the volumes are here. Very nice. And temperature, nice. Fahrenheit to Celsius, perfect. Anyway, cool. It all works. Very impressive. So now, let's give it something a little harder. Please add another button. Ooh, let's spell button. On the top right to be able to change themes with different colors. Spell different, right? And you know what? Different sets of colors. Oh, let's see what it does. Kind of excited if it can do this one. I mean, I know the other stuff is kind of complicated, but it's all over the internet and how to do a lot of this stuff. But to be able to do like changing colors and stuff like that, not something you see very often. So I'm excited to see if it actually works. If I have to edit anything in the file to make it work. Um, but hey, that's what this journey is about. Finding out together what this will do. Oof, look at all that.
2,000 years later.
Oh, okay. Oh, found a button. But before that, 1 plus 1 equals 2. Nice. Nice. I guess we never actually did anything here, so get the cosine. Yeah. Nice. All right. Nice. Still there. Everything there. Good. Now, theme. Ooh, sunset? Maybe that was sunset. Forest? Okay. Ocean? See, this is where I thought it would have some issues. Um, yeah, it's not working. So let's tell AI. I pressed the theme button and spell button correctly. Probably would know anyway, but I pressed the theme button and nothing changed. All right, Gemini, what you gonna tell me? Examining theme switcher. Okay, so I called it the theme switcher. I like it. I'm gonna call it that from now on. So you are right. Thank you. My apologies. It seems I missed a crucial step. The next theme package works by adding a class to the HTML. I lost it. Okay. Basically, it knows it messed up. I almost said the wrong thing. Anyway, theme. Let's see if it works now. Sunset. Okay. Forest. Okay. Ocean.
Moments later.
Hmm. All right, let me see. Sunset. Forest. Oof, it's not gonna work. All right. Nah, you know what? We're not gonna open anything. Let's move on. Okay. What the next thing we're gonna do is okay. Please take calculation ooh, history and put it into a database so that we can access past history anytime we open the app. Okay, let's see if this is easier than changing themes. Funny enough, I actually did this once already, and it actually was able to do the theme. I mean, it only gave me 2 themes, but it worked. It's just having a lot of trouble now. The first time, it didn't even give me any issues. But that's what happens with AI. You can use it, and it gives you a lot of good stuff, but you have to also be the one to decide how to use it, when to use it, and how much you want to be involved to fix it. So, in this video, like I said, vibe coding. We're going to take it easy here. So, we're not going to get into fixing anything at this point, just playing with the app and see how much we can do with it. Now it does say we need to add our own Firebase credentials to make it work. I'll create the service and handle the communication with the Firebase database and fetching and adding history records. Finally, I'll update the calculator component to use this new service instead of the local state for the history. That's perfect. Now, right now it's checking for errors. And we'll have to look to check the settings. Let me see if I can open this up real quick. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and put my own stuff in here. To council.firebase.google.com. And we're going to go ahead and just create a project. So at first I wasn't going to go through all this, but yeah, let's do it. So we'll call this project simple calculator. And well, whatever. I'm just going to say yes to everything. It's fine. So let's continue. We're going to put it on the default Firebase that I have. Choose a analytics account. Since I don't have any Firebase projects on this account, we are making this from scratch right now. I haven't done it in a while, so it'll be fun to see what version changes happen in Firebase since, I don't know, like a year ago since the last time I used it or more. So let's continue. All right, great. And get started by adding Firebase to your app, which is exactly what we want to do. So I'm going to go ahead and take a web, add Firebase to your web app. Sure. And we're going to call this web simple calculator. Ooh, all right. I just want to make it nice. Also set up a Firebase hosting for this. Yeah, sure. And of course, I'm showing you all this because I'm just going to delete all this afterwards. Register app. And we're going to give it a second. Ah, man, actually way easier than before. Look at that. Everything's right here. Very nice. So let's keep going. Next, install the whatever. Sure. Continue to console. Great. Now, really wish I would have copied that. All right, so I went back to the main page and I'm gonna set up on my project. All right, simple calculator. Great. And I'm going to go ahead and go to project settings. And in project settings, there it is. So let's take this, copy that, and do nothing because apparently I didn't copy it right. Oh, this is read only. Oh. Use this for the Firebase config. All right, let's see if my AI will do it instead of me having to actually open the file because I don't want to. I want AI to do everything. Ooh, look at that. Let's see if it does it right. I got it. I'll update the Firebase configuration with the details you provided. Boom, boom, boom. Well, okay, it commented it out and then did this. Okay, I got it. So that's good. Okay, guys, so let's go back into the calculator. I already fixed it, but I'm gonna go into the Firebase console again, and I'm gonna show you that what happened is that there was a permission issue. Now, I don't want to get too into the uh, permissions, but basically it gave this rule where if false, it wouldn't let you read or write. And I didn't want to go into making all these rules for just this video, so I just set everything to true. So at this point, even though it tells you, you can see your secure rules are defined as public, so anyone can steal your modify or delete your data. And that is true for right now, because I'm deleting this like right after this video. So right now, let's go back into the calculator. And you can see I already started something. I actually already saved two things, but let's put 1 plus 1 equals 2. And then 3 plus 3 equals 6. And if we go to the history, you can see all of them being saved. And right now it is being saved in this database. You can see they're all here. Right? All good. So that deals with that part of it. Now, the theme, that I will have to fix, and I don't know how to do it right this second. So let's see. Okay, so I started by putting this. Please have each theme in the drop down. Change the colors to red, blue, purple, and any other colors that might look good together. Now I'm defining a little bit more than I should for what I'm trying to accomplish in this video. But it's fine. So we'll see what it does now and see if it actually fixes that last issue we had. Now the good thing is that we got the database part working. And then in another video, we can get more technical about saving the data correctly instead of my, what I did. Which, by the way, never, ever, ever make any database public on the internet. This is just for this video only. I am not responsible for any of you doing such a terrible, terrible thing. Okay. So let's see if by some chance this will work on any of these. No, nothing. Okay, well, tried my best, and I want to fix this, but I also don't want to spend an hour on this video fixing a theme. It might take me a while. So maybe I'll make another video on how I fixed it. But for right now, vibe coding wise, if you just forget about the theme part, we did a lot in this video, and it worked out really well. We got a calculator. We got its history saved on a database in Firebase database. We made it a scientific calculator just to make it a little bit more awesome. And we even put a little unit converter for length, math, volume, and temperature. I mean, it's great. It's a great little app. And that's going to be it for this video.